Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone had a good holidays, Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff. My holidays was great. I apologize for the late video. Probably 2 weeks ago I started getting sick. It ended up being pneumonia. Right now, as I'm recording this, I have a fever, so I know I look like crap, but I don't know. I wanted to make the video for you guys. I've been getting a lot of messages on the channel doing the updated video of the Ducky 12SF. So here it is. I've been using this keyboard now for probably 2 to 3 weeks, and the only thing I can say about this keyboard is I love it. I know it's probably not for everybody. There were a couple questions about the different keycap sets you can put on this. So I do have a matrix keycap set. This is the cotton candy pudding keycap set. I got this a while back. I had this keycap set on my Drevo Caliber V2 in the last video. I left this keycap set on my Drevo keyboard. Let's take this out. So I still have the keycaps on my Drevo, so I only have a few random ones that I didn't use on here. So going into the Ducky, I'll do a full product review on it, but first we'll talk about the keycaps because that was what was requested. So most keycap sets that you get are the same. The HyperX pudding keycaps, the Matrix keycap sets, Tai-Hao, Kraken keycap sets, Alfurier Keys keycap sets, all those ones are generally going to be the same. It's going to come around to what keyboard you have if the keycaps are going to fit. So for some keyboards, some Logitech, some Razors, some Corsair keyboards, the kind of the main name brand ones, most of them have a non-standardized bottom row, which means the space bar is either sometimes a little bit bigger, sometimes a little bit smaller. The control keys and the alt keys and the function keys can sometimes be a little bit bigger or smaller. The regular 60% Ducky 1.2 Mini, any keycap set you get will fit all on the whole board of that particular board. This one though, in particular, the Ducky 1.2 SF, you will not be able to use aftermarket keycap sets on just the bottom row of this keyboard. The spacebar, the control, the Windows keys, the function keys, it will not fit. So if you do get this keyboard or any other keyboard, keep in mind that you need to do some research on which keycap sets fit it, if any keycap sets fit it. So my Matrix, if I wanted to put my Matrix keycap set, my HyperX white pudding keycap set on this keyboard, I could do that for most of the board, other than the bottom row and maybe a couple keycaps here on the side. So everything except for the bottom row will be able to be switched out to an aftermarket keycap set. For me, that's not a big problem. I don't mind having one row staying in this black and red keycap color. I really love the Ducky keycaps they use. They're double shot PBT. They just feel really, really good. They feel great. So I wouldn't mind that personally. Some of you may. Some of you may want the whole keyboard to be covered in that aftermarket keycap, like the Matrix or any of the other ones I named. So that's basically with the keycaps. You know, there's a lot of research online if you just Google it, which keycap sets fit what keyboards, all that kind of stuff. For the Ducky, the bottom row of the keyboard, you will not be able to switch out to an aftermarket keycap set. So that's kind of the situation on that. Now for my full review of the Ducky 1.2 SF, this is my first Ducky keyboard I've gotten. Right when I bought this, they released the Ducky 1.2 Mecha Mini, which is a full aluminum frame rather than the plastic on the sides and bottom, which I don't mind having it like this. It's nice and light. Sometimes I may be traveling with this, so it's good to have a smaller keyboard that's lighter, stuff like that. But I probably will end up picking up the 1.2 Mecha Mini as well. It's a really solid keyboard, but I was really shocked with Ducky. All the keyboards I've had, I have a $200 Corsair K95 Platinum keyboard, and putting this Ducky keyboard up against that, as far as the stabilizers go, the keycaps, just the overall quality of the board, I'll pick Ducky all day, any day of the week. This, just from the stabilizers that are on all Ducky keyboards, they're amazing. Like, everything just sounds so crisp. Everything just sounds so clean. It just has a great sound to it, a great feel to it. Like I said in my last video, I have Cherry Speed Silver switches on this, Cherry Speed switches, and I love those too. On my other 60% keyboard that was in my last video with the Matrix pudding keycap set on that has Cherry Reds, which feel similar to Speed switches. They are linear, but they're less grams of force needed, and it's a lower actuation point, so that's why they're the Speed switches and not just Reds. So on my Corsair keyboard and other keyboards I've always gotten brown switches, and I really like the tactility of the brown and the feel of it. But this time I switched it up, and now I'm really digging these linear switches. So if you do get a Ducky keyboard, keep in mind they are so customizable. If you do get one, you need to read the user manual. There's so much different things you can do with this keyboard. They have all the dip switches in the back right here. 4 dip switches. You can switch the different macros and everything, all the different functionality you can do. You can switch which keys are what, stuff like that. I didn't even download any software for this keyboard, which I personally like for my mouse, my keyboard, all my stuff. I'd rather just be able to do onboard stuff, which you can. This keyboard, if you press Function, Alt, and the letter T, it goes through, I believe there's 15 or 17, maybe 20 different lighting modes, and you can switch which color you want to be shown for each of those lighting modes. There's also 2 customizable modes. There's a CM1 and a CM2 right here. On this side over here, there's a record button and a record off button. So basically what it does, it's kind of hard to explain. When you put it on a certain setting and you press Function and Alt, on the Z, X, and C keys, this little color palette will come up. I believe it's red, green, and blue. And you can kind of switch through and make custom colors and record those custom colors onto the CM1 and CM2. Then when you're switching through your different color modes of whatever you want to do, you press Alt FN, CM1 and CM2, or CM1 or CM2, and it will portray the color that you made. And you can tap each key, whichever one you want. You can do designs. What I did for mine, I did purple and blue on one of them, and then I did, I think it was green and red or green and yellow or something like that. And what I do is on the outside of the keyboard, I'll press each key that I want all the way to the outside and make that one color, and then on the inside, press all of them that I want to light up for the secondary color. You stop recording, you FN Alt record off, and it saves onto the keyboard, and you can switch that at any time, which was really cool for me. Like I said, I don't like downloading software. With all of my other keyboards, you have to download the software and go through all of that. I just like plug and play and be able to do a couple customizable things from the board or from the mouse or whatever the case is. So that's a really cool feature. There's so many things that you can do with these Ducky keyboards. I haven't even gone into the dip switches. I've never even used them. I don't really have a use for them. Some people may. But just the different things. There's 2 on-board games you can play. One of them I think is Minesweeper. I forget what the other one is, but you can actually press button and play a game on your keyboard, which is just, it's so crazy. Ducky, they're just innovators. They're, in my opinion, the best keyboard company that's out there right now. Everyone's going and getting, the Apex Pro TKL and all this stuff where you can adjust the actuation point. From the reviews I've seen, in my personal opinion, I don't think that makes much of a difference. To make the actuation point 0.4 millimeters and to do all that stuff, I would rather have a Speed Silver switch, which already has a really low actuation point, and just have the quality of the keycaps and the stabilizers and all the extra stuff I can do on this keyboard, which, yes, there is a lot of customizability on the Apex Pro TKL or the regular Apex Pro, But for me and what I've seen, and I've felt one, I've held one, I've, you know, typed on it, stuff like that, it just feels not as good and not as clean sounding as the Ducky for me. And that really goes back to the stabilizers and how much attention to detail Ducky uses when they're making a keyboard. They're just amazing. So that's basically all I have on the Ducky right now. If you guys have any more specific questions, anything like that, just put it down in the comments and I'll try to address them as best I can or make a video. Some exciting stuff. So I had pre-ordered the glorious Model D mouse that had just been released. I got it in the mail yesterday, so I've been waiting for it for a while. I used to have the glorious Model O, which is an ambidextrous mouse. This one is an ergonomic mouse, which I'm more used to playing with. I have pretty long fingers, so I like to have a palm grip on my mouse. With the glorious Model O, I had to use fingertip grip, which I got used to it, and I did really love that mouse. But I was excited when Glorious came out with the Model D, which I picked up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with this for a little bit, get a good feel for it, and I'm going to do an unboxing and review video on this mouse as well, because this is, you know, one of the newest products that have come out. Also a couple of new things I got that are brand new as well. I got these headphones. These are the Sennheiser Game 1s. Incredible headphones. I'm not going to go into it too much. I don't want the video to be too long, but the sound quality on any Sennheiser headset, the mic quality on this is unbelievable. So if you guys want me to do a review on this headset here, the Sennheiser Game 0, or Game 1, I'm sorry, put that in the comments below and I'll do a full review on these headphones and a sound test and all that kind of stuff. Last thing I wanted to touch on, you know, I appreciate all the support I've gotten, all the views I've gotten on this video. The last video I posted was my first ever YouTube video. I honestly didn't expect it to get any views at all, but it did. In my opinion, well, you know, my first video getting over 200 views, I was really happy, and all the comments I've gotten and stuff like that. So I appreciate all the support. So what I was thinking of doing is, I have so much gaming gear, keyboards, mice, headset, all this stuff that I don't use. A while back I tried to start selling some of it just to get rid of it and not have it have to sit in my drawers and stuff like that. I've been cleaning everything out, nothing really sold. So what I've been thinking about doing is kind of doing like a little giveaway. You know, you guys like, subscribe, and come follow my Twitter and Instagram, and I'm going to be giving some stuff away. So I do have my Corsair K95 RGB Platinum keyboard. That's around a $200 keyboard right there. I'm willing to give that away. I have so many mice. I have this is a Razer Death Adder Elite. And literally use this, all of the stuff I'm giving away is very rarely used, if not used at all. This mouse, I have never used it. I have two of them actually, and I got my newer one, which is this one, and ended up getting the glorious Model O like the day later. So I'd never even used this mouse. I have a Logitech G Pro. It's the wired one, but it's still a great mouse, really light. Good sensor, all that stuff. This one has the Hero sensor. Again, literally brand new. I have this other keyboard as well. This is the Logitech G413 Carbon. This is a great mechanical keyboard. I think it's around $80 or $90. Really well built as well, I would say. And this one has the aircraft aluminum. It's a really heavy keyboard. It's a full-size keyboard, but it is a mechanical keyboard, and it's a good little keyboard. I have a couple other things, like a couple other mice and stuff like that. This has not even been taken out of the box. This mouse, it's the CyberPower Elite M1. It's not a super high-end mouse or anything, but it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of switches and stuff like that. So I don't know, just an idea I've been thinking about, you know, giving away some stuff back to you guys if you wanted to. And if you guys write in the comments that you do want me to start doing stuff like that and start doing these giveaways, just comment down below and I'll post a video on what to do, what the instructions will be. I'm pretty sure it'll just be like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I also have a Glorious Model L mouse in the matte white that I'm willing to throw into this giveaway as well. So I'm going to be giving all this stuff away. Like I said, I tried to sell it. It's not selling, so I just want to give back to you guys, and I appreciate everything. Thank you.